Well, hello, family and friends of Trinity. I hope and pray that your summer is going well and that everyone is doing uh, well and enjoying time with their friends and their family this summer. I am super excited to have officially begun working for Trinity this past week. Praise God that my family's transition to Trinity has gone remarkably well. We closed on our house in Lexington on July 1st, and we are scheduled to actually move in at the end of this month after some necessary construction is complete. So, for the time being, I'm doing the best that I can working remotely from Michigan. However, my family remains very eager to arrive and actually get settled into our new home and community in Lexington. My first priority on the job has been to work on Trinity's plan for reopening in the fall. I am very pleased to report that the Trinity Reopening Task Force, we are calling ourselves the Titan Force, has been assembled, and we have had our first organizational meeting this past Thursday. I'm excited to lead this task force, and I want to thank everyone who volunteered to be on it. We had a tremendous response from parents when we put out the initial request, and I am very pleased with the makeup and the diversity of the team. Now, if you volunteered but weren't selected, please know that we had way more volunteers than we could have possibly put on the committee, and that we had to narrow down the list pretty extensively. Our task force has a very simple mission to develop the best possible solutions for safely reopening school in the fall and staying open throughout the school year by mitigating the risk of infection from COVID 19. Though it's a simple mission, it is definitely not a simple task. There are lots of complicated issues to consider, lots of information to process, lots of details that need to be worked out. This is made even more challenging given the very diverse range of opinions within the Trinity community itself. By the way, thank you to everyone who filled out the recent reopening survey. The task force is currently analyzing the results of that survey, and we do plan to publish those results soon. Now, in order to accomplish our work efficiently and expeditiously, the task force has been divided into four core working groups: the Health, Safety, and Wellness Committee, the Student Experience Committee, the Business Continuity Committee, and the Campus Operations Committee. So, the primary goal of each of these working committees is to think through the various scenarios, models, obstacles, logistics, and all the details for reopening school, and also to interpret and apply public health and safety guidelines in a way that serves the Trinity community and the mission of the school. So the committees have been organized with a charter, and they have been given very specific areas to research, review, and ultimately to make recommendations for how to reopen school and stay open while mitigating the risk of infection and protecting those who are most vulnerable. The committees will meet weekly, and they are going to report to me weekly, and I, in turn, will communicate weekly with you regarding the status of plans that are being made. We recognize that there is a lot of uncertainty and anxiety, and we do want to do everything we can to keep you informed in a timely and a transparent way. So, while there are lots of details to work through, we are focused on a few key questions initially, such as: when will Trinity reopen? Can we maintain the existing schedule, or do we need to make modifications in any way? What will be required, if anything, of students, faculty, and staff prior to returning to campus in the fall? How will Trinity monitor student, faculty, and staff health throughout the school year? Will Trinity be required to physically distance students and faculty? And if so, how can this be done given the limitations of our facilities? When, if ever, will students, faculty, and staff need to wear masks? How will Trinity accommodate students who may get sick or are unable to attend classes in person? How will Trinity clean and disinfect the campus to mitigate the spread of possible infection? How will Trinity pay for all the additional expenses associated with the reopening during a pandemic health crisis? So, as you can see, these are just some of the pressing questions that we must answer, and I'm sure that everyone has more questions of their own that they can add to the list. We definitely have our work cut out for us, Please be in prayer for this committee as we seek to make wise and informed decisions to chart our way forward. So until next time, stay healthy, my friends, and God bless.